guys, Augris here, and today, welcome to the first ever episode of Survive and Thrive, a new series where I will show you ways to improve by small, helpful, cheap little devices, ways to improve your average survival world. So, Minecraft is a great game, and while a lot of the players have moved on to either creative or mini games, something that is still foremost in the minds of the devs is the survival aspect. And most of us do have a survival world lying at the bottom of their test worlds, forgotten. So this will be a series that hopefully inspires you to continue. Something that shows you little quick ways to make your life a little easier in Minecraft. Today we will be starting with an AFK fish farm, a device that will allow you, while you're going about your average, normal life, to do some good work in Minecraft that'll get you enchanted books, that'll get you special items, saddles, all sorts of good stuff. So let's get started. Alright, here is our prototype. As you can see, it's not very big, it's pretty small, it's pretty compact, and the most expensive thing it requires is probably the note block, which just utilizes one redstone dust surrounded by wood as though you were making a chest. It works fairly well, or possibly the hopper. It works fairly well. It's not the best, but I would remind you that if you're doing this on a server, some servers have plugins that allow you to fish up TNT sometimes, lit TNT, meaning that if you try this, there's a chance you will blow up your entire contraption. Be careful to know the server you're working on before you start building it. So the way it works is pretty simple. You open this gate, step in, close it behind you, and that way nothing can come and push you out of the way. Grab your fishing rod, aim it at the top of the iron door, you can just see right back there, and hold right click. Now, when I go AFKing, what I do is I put some heavy weight on the bottom of my mouse, or on my right click button, so that it holds it while I'm doing whatever else I'm doing. Basically anything works. I know some people who switch their controls to, like, spacebar, and then put a heavy weight on that, which they find a little bit easier to balance on. And you saw right there how it works. The fish eventually gets fished up, goes into the hopper, and is placed in this chest down here, which I'm having trouble opening. Alright, slight update. We have managed to open the chest. As you can see, there is now a salmon in there, which we caught just a moment ago. So the idea how this works is the iron door will prevent you from slinging. It'll not let you cast against it. It'll kind of just drop it again. And that's why you have the tripwire hook. The tripwire triggers the iron door, which means that it opens, and when you sling against the note block, it allows you to keep recasting. So ultimately you get if you're holding down right click, you just get to hold recasting. With the updated version, you have to aim between the slab and the little area back there, which still works as normal. So I guess that's it. Let's get on to how to build it. Alright, so for this AFK fish farm, you are going to need 5 blocks of your choice. I would recommend cobblestone if this was supposed to be a utilitarian thing, but obviously cobblestone doesn't look very nice, so I'd recommend something else if you were making it look a bit nicer, and the same for the slabs. 1 string as a tripwire, 2 tripwire hooks, 1 note block, 1 water bucket, 1 redstone, 1 iron door, 2 chests, 1 fence gate of whatever wood you have available, 6 slabs again of whatever material you like, and 1 hopper. So we're going to pull that all down here. Okay, so the first thing you are going to want to do, one thing I will say, though, is that if you were building this outside, which I do not recommend, you might want to build a dome over the top and turn this into a proper door, and that way mobs can't kill you. I would also just recommend building it inside and lighting the place up, and that way you don't have to worry about that. Anyway, so the first thing you're going to want to do is put down a single slab, and that's where you're going to be standing. So put that down, stand on it, and build up each side 1 block, and place a slab on top of it. Then you're going to want to break the blocks from under it, because they're not really necessary. Save yourself a block. Go and grab yourself the fence gate and plop it down back here. This way, in case I haven't mentioned it before, no mobs can push you out because something's going to be going here. Then get your chests down, put 1 directly in front of you, and 1 off to the side over here. This way, you'll have more storage. You could also put a hopper underneath it and train into more chests if you'd like more storage, or if you'll be gone for a particularly long time. But this gives you a lot of storage space as it is, so that's generally enough. Then you're going to want to build 1 block up and put a slab on the top of that block and remove it again. So it should be looking like this. Next, you're going to want to go around to the back of the chest, pull down your hopper, and connect it up so that the tube is facing into the back of the chest. That'll mean that all the items dropped in it end up going into the chest. And because the slab is one block up, one half slab up, it gives you the room to open the chest properly. Then you're going to want to build out on each side of the hopper. Remove that block right there, that's where the water is going to be going. And then from each of the blocks on the side, build up another set of blocks, another one block higher. Because this is where your tripwire is going to be. So you put your hooks facing inwards like that, and connect your string to it. So there you go. If everything is working, there should be a little area right here, and when you fall in here, this should be going down, like so. Then you are going to want to take an iron door and place it very carefully so that the back of it is facing there, so it's like a solid block there. And you might actually have to remove the string in order to place the water in. Place the water in there, connect the string back up. There should be string and the water beneath it. Then you're going to want to put a slab on top of the door and another slab and put your note block onto that. The slab is generally on top of that so that you don't make noise, which would be obviously very annoying. Then you're almost finished. You just need to build out one more block like that, place your redstone facing like that, and that should be everything. So let's give it a test. Open up the fence gate, step inside, close it. If you carefully sight between these at the top of the iron door and hold down right click, it should keep casting and kind of doing the little string bobbly thing. We'll see if we can get ourselves a fish right here. And if you do this while you're gone for any length of time, by the time you get back, you'll hopefully have a chest full of enchanted books, full of fish, full of, whatever kinds of goodies. This is especially useful as it's very difficult to get food. There we go. As it's very difficult after a certain point to get food without having to do all sorts of stuff. So you see, there we have a fish, and we've only been farming for a very short amount of time. So, that was episode 1 of Survive and Thrive. There will be a thing that you can click in the top right-hand corner to ask what you want to have to see as the next episode. Please leave a comment down below if it's something that is not on the list. And I think that does it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Survive and Thrive.